episode 448 of the Konfidence in the Klutch Podcast with Donald Nelson on the Konfidence in the Klutch Network. I'm here to educate, entertain, and inform. Click that bell for notifications of new content when I drop. New independent media, energy up, health is wealth. Want to start out this show while wishing a rest in peace to a few notarized people, a few that I watched growing up and coming up that was important. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins, man. Black coach, one of the first black ones, him, Casey Jones. When I was little, that was in the NBA. I remember Lenny Wilkins with the Atlanta Hawks after Mike Fratello, New York Knicks, all that. But he's the third winningest coach in NBA history, pioneer. That team in Seattle in 78 or 77 that they won the title with that he coached, man, just class personified. Rest in peace to Paul Tagliabue, former NFL commissioner. Took the lead from 28 to 32 teams during his tenure. Just a stand-up cat. You never hear nothing bad about him per se with the league. It was a different time frame with things that could have been perceived bad. But, in this time, we don't have the time to talk about people that hasn't, hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Like physically. You know what I mean? So shout out to that, man. Shout out to Young Bleed and No Limit fame, man. I just remember on a Cash Money No Limit when he jumped up and down his whole performance. So, man, like shortly after that, he had a brain aneurysm, and that brother didn't make it. Man, so young, man. So young. Rest in peace to Young Bleed, and rest in peace to Marshawn Kneeland of the Dallas Cowboys, man. Whatever the reports say, it's very unfortunate. The family said he reached out and said hello. I said goodbye. I've heard those stories, and they don't report on suicides. They don't tell suicides because it's a sad thing, but I think they need to, so people can understand that there is another day. There is hope. I'm telling you. Is it Wilson Pickett? Hold On, that song. Y'all remember that song? That song is about suicide prevention. So we look to athletes, entertainers, political figures, actors, all that stuff, rappers, everybody that fall under the entertainment realm. Yeah, and I said it, politicians are entertainers. Start passing the message around about living to fight another day. Break your day down into pieces, man, and just get through it, man. But whatever that brother was going through, I feel sad for his family, and I feel sad for Lenny Wilkins, Paul Tagliabue, because they were older gentlemen, but still their family's gonna hurt. Shout out to Young Bleed. He was my age, a couple years older than me. His family's hurting right now because they didn't expect to lose him. Such a tragic loss right now. Take a moment of silence for them four brothers, man. All right, we back, y'all. Konfident Service Announcement for the week is going to be 4 seasons. Tell y'all something. I got seasonal adjustment disorder, seasonal assessment disorder, whatever. And right now I'm going through it. Nothing but leaves on the floor, on the ground. We woke up the other day, it's 15 degrees, going to school. Like, man, it's just terrible. I talk with Bells, you talking about that. It's 86. I'm glad I went to school out here. Like, man. So, man. I like the 4 seasons to look at. I will visit the 4 seasons. But to live in the 4 seasons, I'm not looking forward to this snow. I'm not looking forward to blowing the damn leaves. I don't want to blow no damn leaves. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole bunch of leaves, though. So, I just, I'm tired. But, with 4 seasons bring change. So, we have we go to the edges of the season where we get the extreme weather here. So, it can get hot in the summer, not like desert hot, but it can be hot here to stuff shut down. It can get so cold, stuff shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be so hot the kids can't go to school. It could be so cold the kids don't go to school. We got both extremes. And then somewhere in between. But, fall is cool to wear your thicker clothes, but I can wear my thicker clothes at the nighttime somewhere else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before seasons bring change, and we're heading into winter come December. So right now we're in fall still. So I just want you to embrace your 4 seasons, though. What's your 4 seasons of change? What about your year where you see things change and things get a little bit different for you? When do you have the most energy? What time of the year do you hate? Start to see and analyze yourself so that you can see what is going on. Because you might find out you might need to make a change in them 4 seasons. Like, I'm starting to see things, I may not know what I want, but I know what I don't want. So I'm starting to see things that I don't want transpire in my life. And sometimes that stuff will bring you down if you let it. I won't let it bring me down, but I will address it internally and externally with whoever I need to address it at. The days of just sitting back and not saying nothing, because my mental health is my mental wealth, and my mental health can affect my physical health, and my physical health is my wealth as well. So I can't risk that shit for nobody. I don't give a fuck who you is. You know what I'm saying? I can't. So I'm not saying be rude or be antagonistic towards people, but best believe if it's a situation that you may not know that you need to be in or should be in, put yourself first, because it's only one of you and you're the expert on you. That's what I will say. Quick update. Certified life coach. Everything is done. All the work is in. Waiting for my certificate. That's it. All right, y'all. You ready? Let's bounce, y'all. Let's get into this NFL week. One thing I'm going to tell y'all about this NFL, man, getting tired. I can't wait till the season's over to a certain degree. Okay. Let's do it. Brian Daboll was let go by the New York Giants, right? Why now? Like, yeah, they lost the game in Chicago that they shouldn't have lost to, but, I mean, you're going to bring his interim in. You're not going to hire the interim. You're going to get another coach. Like, that's too much change for the team. They're going to have 3 different coaches in shit by the time the season over. Let's just say for the sake of everything that's going on, they're going to have 3 different coaches by 6 months, because you're going to have a new coach in by free agency. So what was the point? Just let them go, and then you just figure it out. Like, you're not going to make the playoffs, so it is what it is. But not right now. It doesn't make sense halfway through the season. We're just going to be done with them. I get it, but, I mean, do you think the assistant coach could turn it around? I hope they can. But what does that mean? And, Brian Daboll, he going to get on somebody's staff as a good OC again, and it's going to get to cracking. So, hey, he can come to Green Bay Packers for sure. We need him. You don't know why? Because the Packers' offense is fucking trash. And now, we can go through it. Is it play calling? Is it personnel? Is it QB play? Or is it all 3? Let's talk about it. Either they're not letting Jordan Love go, or he's mistake-riddled quarterback, and he can't make the big plays. Yes, he would get a motherfucker away at times, but, and I'm not talking about last night game against Philly, but he doesn't get is the receivers not getting the separation? What's going on that he can't do what he do because he's hot and cold? Can he only beat up the kickball division teams? The daughters of the poor, sisters of the weary teams, is them the only teams he can beat up? Now, we can't talk about the Philly game because their additions made them a better team, but they scored enough on us, right? Right? Jalen had a throwing TD to Smith. We only had a rushing TD with Jacobs. So they secondary was locking our receivers down. However, Love said it himself. The offense is holding the defense back. They are. In the Packers' 3 losses, they scored 10 points to Cleveland, 13 to Carolina, and 7 to Philadelphia. While giving up 16 points in one of his losses, I think that was to Carolina, they gave up 16. That shit ain't acceptable, y'all. Y'all got to score the fucking ball. We got Jacobs back there, man. Get that motherfucker the ball and let him do what he do. Not acceptable. LaFleur, not acceptable. He doesn't dial up enough one-on-one, 1v1 matches that we can win with Jordan Love throwing these cats open. I just don't see it. And yes, we have a deep receiving core on paper, but they don't produce enough yards after the catch. LaFleur has 1 year left on his contract. We got new president, Ed Policy, Carmen Policy, and them people from out of San Francisco. You think they came to play games? They ain't playing games. And Ed Policy already said, I don't believe in the lame duck coach and GM. So the GM, Gudenkost, and LaFleur, they're a package. So get y'all out of here. Now, I'm more liable to keep the GM because the GM, we draft well. We keep players. Player development as well. So I'm not with the GM, but if you've hired LaFleur, we're finna let your guy go. How you gonna feel about it? How you gonna feel about it? Some people say, will we take Brian Daboll? Can Daboll win, though? I don't think he can show us he can win. But we can take him as an OC, though. If we keep LaFleur one more year, take him as the OC, then if we got to hire him, we got to hire him. If that's what we going to do. I don't know. But, hey, if we don't make the NFC Championship game, both of them are done. But I can't say the GM got to go. The coach is done. However, you got to give them both some bail, and here's the bail. That Tucker Kraft, Romeo Dobbs combo as elite receivers for us is done because Dobbs be injured like a motherfucker. Tucker Kraft out for the year, done. His loss is huge. And Tucker Kraft is our best receiver at tight end. Motherfucker ain't gonna say that. But Love can't throw for 176 yards last night. It's not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. We can lose to Philly. We can't lose to Cleveland and Carolina. That's the problem. We ain't talking about last night game. We talking about the Cleveland and the Carolina game and tie in the Cowboys, all that. We talking about that shit. In these games, the defense don't do what they supposed to do. Micah is a motherfucker, though. Y'all see that boy work? Hey, the pressure he bring, Dallas, that was a dumbass move for them. Thank you to Josh Allen for 306 yards. Mac Jones for 319 yards. Jared Goff for 320 yards. I salute these brothers for throwing over 300 yards. Shit, man. What's your fantasy? What's your fantasy? Let me see it up. Pulling up in a black truck. It's matted out. Got it out. Tell these hoes that I'm talking about. Respect first. Give me the money. Put it in the fucking girl purse. Throw it in the truck. We gonna get it all, cuz. You go to product now, you know it's all good. Yeah, throw it in the chick purse so we could be inconspicuous when you're running from the boys. I mean, fantasy team 3-7, man. 4 games left in the Conference in the Klutch League, man. It's a wrap. So I ain't gonna be no hoe and just start trading people and shit. Like, you know what I mean? But man, I had to take 2 of the teams and turn them to auto. I just don't understand, man. It's so easy, dog. Thursday, just check your alarm. Set alarm on your phone for 6:35, B. Then Sunday morning, 11:35, B. That's it, dog. That's it. If we got Sunday morning games, you can check them. If you got somebody that's going to be injured, your responsibility. But they've given, those 2 teams have given people so many easy wins, dog, that they messed it up. Messed it up. We don't do divisions. Everybody, now, it'd be different if they was in somebody else's division and wasn't in mine. That'd be some whole shit, too. Or the same thing, because it's 2 easy wins. We can't do that, man. They had to put them on ESPN Auto, man. Back in the days, I would trade a couple cats, and if anybody needs something, open up the league. Hey, man, so-and-so dropped out. Give me a trade, and I'll trade them. I'm in charge for, like, a day. You know what I mean? Because then that team go to waste and shit. You know what I mean? They already been slacking everybody's day kickball team. It's all good. You know, in the comments, y'all keep the conversation going. One time, Mishima. Tuesday. Yo, what's my man from Chicago? Mayan it's not Mayan tomorrow, whatever, man. He tried to yoke on MB, not once but twice. Right? Maxey took the bailout 3. That was a good ass game. My man made a hell of a pass to Vucevic to go up 2 and win 113-11. Man, hey, look, the Sixers led by 24 in that game, right? It is what it is. The shit Desmond Bane, when he got kicked out last week, when I first looked at it, I said, oh, yeah, he need to get kicked out the game, right? He threw Cuz down and then threw the ball at him like that's some personal shit. Then after a few minutes, I said it should have been a flagrant 1, but see, that's the problem. We don't go with our first mind. Our first mind said, Bane got to get thrown out the game because he threw the ball. He slammed him on the ground and threw the ball at him. You know what I mean? I understand Desmond Bane pissed. Y'all fucking with my money, though. Y'all could have just gave me a check. However, like I said, go with your first mind. His ass had to be ejected. Okay, Dejounte Murray, buy another one, right? You can't control what people do, say, think, or if they listen to you, dog. That's controlling to even if you try to. See, if you get somebody that's in the game, they're not going to change for you. Because they want to be in the game. They're in the fucking game, just like you were in the game. You jumped out the game. You can't expect them to jump out with you. If that's what you knew, you get somebody that's not in the game from the jump. That way you ain't got to try to change somebody, see? And I don't know what it is, but the old saying is you can't turn a hoe in a housewife. We talking about men and women. We ain't talking about women, right? So if you want to calm your ass down, you do what you got to do and calm down, but you can't expect nobody else to do it. They got to do it naturally. I understand you want to be with somebody, you want to be committed, you want to do all that shit at a younger age. Y'all understand how many hoe faces people go to? Let's count them. Whatever they did up to 18 don't matter in high school. 21 don't even matter. So you got 21, they get to go to the clubs, right? And all that shit. You got 25. It's a different time frame. You got 27, you got 30, you got 33 before they even thinking about keeping that shit on lock for you. And then after that, it depends who's slicker with your cheating. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. We, like, you know, unless you did with somebody sloppy, they always say women are best cheaters. I don't believe that shit. The best cheaters are the ones that don't get caught, fool. So if they want to step out on their mate, that's on them, but they got to deal with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense to step out on your mate. Tell them what you're doing, like, because that new pipe and that new womb ain't gonna make you a better person. I understand. Back in the days, people had one to stay with and one to play with, one to lay with, one to play with, but for what? That should be the woman you with. Shit. Niggas shit. Listen, man. No way in hell. And if your side piece know you got a chick, you got to pay for that. What? You crazy? I ain't paying for that shit. But now it's coming out that there might be some possible mental health issues when everybody was blasting Dejounte. I just say, Dejounte, you can't change the player game in ninth inning and let her go. Be gone, man. Lakers beat the Spurs last week. No Reaves. Down 9 in the fourth is all good. I love that. Nico was fired today from the Dallas Mavericks. I don't like it. Management signed off on the fucking Luka trade. Signed off on keeping your man in. Don't fire the black man now. Don't fire the black man now. It was all good and fuck the fans and this is what the fuck we wanted to do as an organization last March type shit. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all knew the risk. Luka wasn't that bad. Y'all was just tired of Luka shit, whatever he's doing right now. Trade his ass back. See if the Lakers trade him back for y'all. And then take Anthony Davis and Kyrie or whoever the fuck. No, nigga. They not. They're not finna take AD back for Luka. They ain't gonna take Kyrie for Luka. Why would they do that? That was a dumbass move when we said it was a dumbass move. Y'all got fleeced. But y'all signed up on the fleece, though. Kay Cunningham last night at 46 points on 45 shots. That's awful. That's awful. That's awful. They won, though. I talked about that trade and Bron shit, right, last week. Now, if a team wants them for draft picks as the Lakers, you got to take it because y'all ain't got no draft picks, right? If you care about legacy, you got to keep him. That's LeBron motherfucking James, 22, 23 years in the league, all-time leading scorers, all that. Bron can't come back and want the ball in his hands, though. He can't. We got to have free-flowing offense, right? Bron just has to play his role in the post and mid-range and all that and keep the free-flowing offense going. Let Reaves and Luka do what he's doing. Then when it's his time, it's going to be his time. I can. He's still LeBron James, so he's going to be able to do shit. But we shouldn't expect somebody 41 years old in his 23rd year in the league to have to do all that. He got his spots where he can do all that. He's still going to get niggas, 25 to 27 a game? By 8 boards, 6, 7 downs, he's still gonna be Bron. If he giving us that, man, come on, man, we good. Because y'all paying attention to Austin Reaves, right? Because that's where the attention need to be at. You know what I mean? He's playing at a top 5 shooting guard level in the motherfucking league. And he's eligible for a 5-year, $241 million contract. We can't pay Luka, Reaves, and Bron. So if Bron wants to stay, Bron got to take a pay cut, and it's hard to ask him to take a pay cut, but what he did for the league. But what he did for the league ain't got shit to do with what he doing for the fucking Lakers. We can't build what we need to build around your ass. The motherfuckers just come play sweat D that you, Luka, and Reaves don't do on the wing. We can't go get nobody that's going to be an elite defender like that to help us out with the shit y'all don't do. So the Lakers have to re-sign Austin Reaves. He can get the 5-241 for the Lakers or the 4 for 178.5. Now, as reported, Reed said, I ain't got to take all the money. He from Arkansas. I ain't got to take all the money if it's going to help with the team. So if he doing that shit, Bron got to do that shit too. It's just that simple. Bron can't get the max. He can't. If Reed don't take the max, Bron can't take the max. Because it's not helping the Lakers. The Lakers we got to do some other shit. And I love Bron. I love the Lakers. Right now, Reed's averaging 30 and 5 rebounds, 5th in the league in scoring, 4th among shooting guards. Y'all do the math. Shooting guard. with the Lakers sitting in the 4th in the West with no Bron in 11 games and Luka only playing 6 out of 11. Oh yeah, by the way, Luka's stats they can't add him in yet because he got to do a certain amount of games. Luka's averaging 37, 9, and 9 when he fucking play. Man, listen, we setting this shit up for the future. Bron is here right now. We still got set up for the future. Once again, Bron just has to play his role, get his ass in the post. When he get that shit off the board, sometimes go kick that shit, get his ass on the block, let that free-flowing shit come, set them pick and pops, hit them trays, all that. He just got to play his role, and I'm excited to see it. But if Bron don't want to play the role, and he earned the right to not play the role, it'll be a little tone deaf. But he can go ahead and just, hey, let's do this here. Let's get it cracking, man. Free-flowing offense, man. That's what I'm saying. All right? Let's get it. Let me see if she fucking with it. And I can't. She's a fine ass motherfucking thing when she stand. Took off the robe. That's the place where I land. Well, shit is real, man. Government shutdown is over. Punk motherfuckers. They are who we thought they are. Y'all had so much faith in somebody else, and they were some bitches and some punks. Huh? Obamacare, right? Over a fucking Obamacare, B. Check this out. Got this from Twitter, somebody named John Scholar, right? Maybe the Republicans should keep funding ACA subsidies and move on. They instead choose to continue hurting Americans to pay for tax cuts for the rich. This is not a left-right issue. This is a top-down issue. No doubt. However, when you vote for your whiteness and not rightness, this is what we get, right? So, white people, you're the majority and your decisions fuck the minority. Wait. I take that back. You're the majority, and your decisions fuck the majority. Ain't no minority. It's rich or poor. Ain't none of that shit, right? The working poor. So they got to sit in it. But it's going to come time we can't keep blaming white people for this shit. However, they the majority, so we got to keep blaming them for this shit. They got to fix it. If I'm not paid, I'm getting another job as the air traffic controller shit. That's why they did. That's why they talking all this shit right now, that even though the government shutdown is finna be done, that we still got to get these motherfuckers back because they left the profession. Full stop. So, last Friday, what the Democrats do? They tried to propose a bill to reopen the government with extending Obamacare subsidies for another year. GOP said no, hell no, fuck no. GOP proposed a bill to pay essential and furloughed workers. Democrats said no, fuck no. By the way, the GOP and the Democrats, House and Senate members get paid during the shutdown. If we get paid, everybody in the government get paid. Otherwise, we don't get paid. They so fucking stupid and tone deaf. I don't get that shit. Sunday, 8 centralist Democrats, punk bitches, in chamber voted to open up the government through January 31st with no Obamacare extension or no Obamacare extension or a motherfucking vote on the shit. Y'all soft as fuck. Y'all broke. Y'all let pressure bumps pops. Y'all broke the fucking code, man. Then y'all gonna cry when they block the extension and say you shouldn't have shut down the government because that's what Republicans do because y'all stupid. Y'all been played. Democrats some hoes. Them 8 people, they some hoes. The Republicans did not care about shit. And they told everybody, we don't give a fuck. And the Democrats, oh my God, oh my fucking God, we can't, oh my God. That's the problem. Make the main thing the main thing. Worry about the majority of the motherfuckers in this country. We'll take care of everybody by trickle-down economics and all types of shit when it comes down to everybody else. That's why they lost the fucking election. Hey. Canceling flights. Not fully funded SNAP. You hoes. Landslide victories last week. You hoes just won on Tuesday with mad elections. So Democrats, now all you motherfuckers Democrats. Schumer and Jeffries. What was the fucking point of closing the government? Y'all didn't get shit. And y'all got these punk motherfuckers y'all can't even control. They gonna say it's bad leadership when we know these motherfuckers independent do what the fuck they want to do. Come on, man. So then it's gonna look at y'all fucked up lives for no reason. Because they looking at y'all because y'all weak. The bully is over there. We not fucking with the bully. Nobody wants to fuck with the bully, clearly. You know what I mean? It's soft as fuck, man. So now, y'all fucked up for no reason. Y'all should have took the momentum into 26 and figured it out. And I'm not talking about the government workers who need to feed them kids and all that shit. They know what to do. We all would have to if that came about. But they also know they're getting paid for their back shit. And they know they got a union that's not going to let them lose their job and all that fake ass bullying Trump doing on Truth Social. They don't give a fuck about that, man. Take the shit in 26, which is midterm elections. Democrats got the poison pill, or they had it. Epstein files or Obamacare. Epstein files or Obamacare. Republicans have no alternative for fucking Obamacare. What the fuck, man? Fucking idiots. Idiots. They ain't got no repeal and replace. Fucking idiots, man. We all know what the fuck need to happen. The punk ass insurance companies need to charge less. However, at Konfident, Klutch, Coach, and LLC, I can't charge less because this shit costs. The price of what I do costs this. My bottom line is this. My minimum per hour is this. I'm not going under my minimum per hour. So we can't say insurance company needs to charge less. That only makes sense because the rising cost of health care doesn't allow them to. Unless the government steps in, there will be no solution. But Medicare, Medicaid, them people are straight. Yeah, they're trying to get more people off of that shit. But people can't afford their insurance. People can't afford these copays now. Right now, I got a motherfucking foot in a boot that we thought was turf toe. Find out it's probably a broken toe. And I won't have my MRI until November 18th, which is 3 days less from the 3-month anniversary wearing a goddamn boot. Because the insurance that I had, and I had to change it and all that shit, man, it's some bullshit, man. It's just some bullshit. That's more my job than an insurance company, though, because my job don't give me the fucking information I need. Okay. But Republicans and Democrats, y'all look like clowns. All right. Cali passed Prop 50 last week, so the Republicans fucked up with that. You thought you created an advantage in Texas, gerrymandering black districts to make them whites with equal to no representation. You thought you were running shit. You're not. You can't lead as well. Now you fucked. Shit, the Republicans fucked in 26. As every administration that wins the presidency, the previous session. It's politics. This is how the shit go. So before all this shit happened, now the Trump administration cutting air traffic, right? They started with 4%. Now they're moving to 6%. And by this Friday, it's going to be like 10% at 40 airports due to the government not opening by November 7th. They don't give a fuck because they got to hire these people back, right? So we're going to punish the American people. That's what people think. We got to keep these airways safe. We can't have all these people. You know what I mean? It's not tone deaf. It's reality. You know what I mean? But the FAA, a retired FAA air traffic controller said, really, dog, we talking about taking it down from 50 airplanes. I'm talking to an hour to 45. That shit ain't making no fucking difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just pawns for the administration, nigga, to try to get the government open. Like, man, dang, we ain't dumb. That little 5 planes an hour shit ain't helping us, man. You know what I'm saying? So, per airport. So, my baby, I got to get her home. So, I got planes, trains, and automobiles. Like, if she can't get home, do I need to get my ass down there and get stuck? Can I drive 26 motherfucking hours by myself? It's like a 2-day trip. And then I got to get her and then come back. That's another 2 days. Can I catch the train down there? Yeah. Like, man, what the fuck? Can I fly down to New Mexico? Yeah, we in trouble. So my thing is, if her flight get canceled, we'll know the day before she got to come home. And then I just got to figure out how to fly down there, fly somewhere close and drive to her. We got family down there, though, but I wanted to, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. Then she come home the next week. That's a whole nother thing. Now, that next week, for the semester, I'll drive down to get her, though, if I had to. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the homies, we'll drive, you know what I'm saying? Drive down and get my baby. Word. Appeals court on Thursday ruled all November SNAP benefits will be paid. That's a relief. How can you not paying furloughed government workers and they can't get SNAP benefits right? Then Friday, the Supreme Court reversed the ruling saying only partial benefits can be paid. Trump, like, should nobody get paid? Like, it's just, oh my God. Wisconsin tried to pay full benefits on Friday. However, the credit was rejected. Man, this shit, oof. All I got to say is when everybody that done sold food stamps, think about that shit, right? Y'all freezers should be filled anyway. Eat some of that shit. I hate going over people that got a full freezer full of shit in the refrigerator and the standing freezer, and they go to the store every goddamn week. I told Kels about that shit. Kels, whatever. What the fuck is this? You can't even close the motherfucker. Then Trump want to give Americans $2,000 tax checks from tariff profits. Motherfucker did the math. Like, if we give every American, whoa, that'd be like 300, whatever, billion, and he only got 270 billion from the pair of tariffs or some shit like that. It's some stupid shit, man. Like, whatever, nigga. Out of here. All right, y'all. We out, man. Quick ones. Cheaters. Oh, my fucking God. I've been on a deep dive for Cheaters for the past week. I was on Sling, and it just came on when I was changing something. And I've been watching that shit. That shit was so crazy if you think about Cheaters. When it came on regular TV, I really didn't watch it, right? But I watched like 4 episodes last Tuesday night in a row. Didn't go to bed till like 2 o'clock in the morning. One motherfucker pulled out a pistol, closed the door up in there with Joey Greco and a girl. Like, man, that shit was dangerous as fuck. Then this cat had a whip. He was having sex with a lady on a picnic table at the ranch, and he had a whip and was whipping at the waka, like in the direction of the crew. Like, what the fuck? This white dude fired his he like fired this woman in the mouth because she said, "Are you gonna act like a man?" He just cold cocked her and fired her in her leg. Like, what the fuck, man? Man. This chick jumped into one of the white vans and ran her husband over. Like, man, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How this shit on TV? All of them was crimes, nigga. Like, aggravated assaults. And the dude with the gun, he let one off. Like, man, listen, man, that shit crazy, B. Crazy, yo. Just think about that shit. Y'all watch that shit. That shit was crazy, yo. Just let y'all know I didn't do a Power Reverberation podcast because I was busy, man. Priorities were finishing up my certification. I didn't sit down and watch Tommy. I'm going to watch Tommy this last season. But my TV pods might be over. I'm always going to do the Shy Reverberation Podcast, the best show on TV. However, you know what I mean? This power shift finna be done. I'm always going to do Raising Cain. It's going to be cool. Might got to switch it up, though. But we're going to see once I watch it because I got to see where Reek at. Where Reek at? You know what I mean? So we'll see, though. But that'll come. I'll do a double one this weekend or whatever. And might just talk about both episodes and shit, all right? We here, y'all. Life Accusers, Teacher Coach, part 125, baby. We back. Yesterday was first day of basketball practice. 8 freshmen in the gym. Got a couple kids about 5'8", arms down to their knees. 5'10", about 6 foot freshmen. Okay, we can work with that. We're going to teach them how to dribble. We're going to teach them how to pass. We're going to teach them how to make layups. We're going to teach them how to shoot jump shots. That's what our job is, right? It's easy. And we look like we're going to have the highest number of girls in 5 years. So this is amazing. As long as I can have a JV and not just have a varsity and the babies just sit, it is what it is. So we're going to be all right, y'all. The coach shit, let me tell you something, man. I mean, that's the coach shit. The teaching shit, I'm in a class in the basement with a leak in my roof from when people take showers in the morning from recreation when they go swimming in a pool. I'm in a gym corridor in the basement. One of the pipes is leaking. It's been leaking for over a month, and it drips. It has a defined drip, 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 and then it has a stream depending on how many people take showers. Man, listen. And that's water going to the sewer, though. So dirty water, right? So just want to let y'all know that. I got a big ass gray garbage can in my room, man. They came out last week, said they're gonna come fix it. That shit's still leaking, B. So I need to send my principal email over that shit, but man. And we ain't got no heat on that side of the building. I'm cold in the bitch. So I left up out of there today and came home for lunch. Shit, I was cold as hell. I had to turn my heat up at the crib. That's how cold I was, B. So it's bad, man. So we talk about this urban education and all this shit, man. It's bad, B. It's bad, man. So we all good. All right, y'all, we out. Hope you had a good week. Get your confidence together. Get your clutch together. Support your own. America Born Africa with mass appeal, y'all. Let's do it. Listen to and follow the network on various platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, search Confidence in the Clutch. Click that bell for notification, new content when I drop. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Every subscriber matters. I'm talking to you, and you too, baby. I didn't do the video last week because I told you I was grinding. Every moment was priceless with me, except for self-care. And I was doing a lot of self-care with everything I did. Like I passed my test and all that shit. So for the stuff, so I apologize for that. So I ain't do that video. Weekly. Donald Nelson, D-Nell, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezus, Deezos, Don P, Don D, Little D, Don Rilla Digger, Don Loke. Host the Confidence in the Clutch Podcast with Donald Nelson. The Confidence in the Clutch Podcast about sports, entertainment, music, culture, religion, politics, and society. I was supposed to do them Grammy things. I'll have to do that next week. Have a safe and healthy night, y'all. If you listen during the daytime, credit great day on purpose. We up out this joint, man. Peace. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3 and the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.